Human-Induced Pluripotent Stem Cells Initiative, HipSci, has generated substantial quality control and characterization data on its panel of human-induced pluripotent stem cell lines. This video and its accompanying document explain how scientists can discover and download data from accessible data archives. In the Cell Line and Data browser, the Files tab shows a complete list of all available data. You can click on the filters to limit the data listed in the table. For example, you can choose to filter by a particular assay type. The Archive column tells you where the data is archived. Data are available from different specialist archives depending on the data type and assay type. For example, all managed access data is at EGA, a specialist archive for secure sharing of genetic data. Open access whole exome sequencing data is archived in the ENA. Gene expression data is archived in ArrayExpress, and proteomics data is archived in PRIDE. If you click on the archive name, it will take you to the archive's website page for that piece of data. HipSci's open access datasets may be freely downloaded by anybody, so there is no requirement to register for access. You can discover open access data by clicking on the Files tab and selecting the Open Access filter. There are many different tools available to download data files by FTP. The computer you use probably has a downloads tool already installed. Some of HipSci's data files are very large, possibly several gigabytes. If you have experience, then we recommend downloading large files using a command line tool, or with an FTP client such as FileZilla. You can also try downloading the files using your favorite web browser. Click on the File Download button to open the relevant FTP directory in your browser. In Firefox, right-click on the file you want and select Save Link As from the menu. In Safari, the menu option is called Download Linked File, and in Chrome, the menu option is called Save Link As. The download client you use might ask you for a username and password. If it does, then select to connect as a guest if you see that option. Alternatively, enter anonymous for both the username and the password. HipSci's managed access data is stored at the EGA. You must have completed a data access agreement via the Electronic Data Access Management System, and you must have been sent approval for access to the data you applied for. If you have not done this step, please refer to our video or document titled Applying for Managed Access Data. HipSci data is set up and structured in the following way within EGA. Understanding this structure will help you to hone in on the data you seek. Data access is provided at the cohort level, for example, monogenic diabetes or healthy normals. Each cohort comprises data from multiple donors. A successful data application will grant you access to all data for your chosen cohort. For each cohort, we distribute data from multiple assays, for example, RNA sequencing, whole exome sequencing, or whole genome sequencing. Each different assay within the cohort is given a different study ID. The study IDs start with the letters EGAS. Within each study ID, there are multiple datasets corresponding to different release dates. Each dataset has an ID that starts with the letters EGAD. The datasets are informatively labelled to help you identify the cohort, the assay, and the release date. Each dataset contains files of multiple types. For example, an exome-seq dataset will contain raw sequencing files, aligned sequence, and variant call files. When new data is released for an assay, we create a new dataset to include all of the latest data files, including both the new and old data files. The new dataset therefore supersedes the old dataset, and we recommend researchers always download the newest dataset for a particular assay and disease cohort. This is why we include the release date in the dataset name. As access is given at the cohort level, you will have access to the data in any new releases too. The HipSci website provides an EGA datasets table, which shows you the most recent dataset IDs for each assay under each cohort. Click on a dataset ID and you will be offered 3 options. The first option is Looking for Data Access. This is for users who have not yet registered or applied for data. The second option is Want to download the data. This is if your application for data has been successful and you are now ready to download the data. The link will take you to the dataset on the EGA website. Log in to the EGA website using your institutional email address and password. Option number 3 is What is in the dataset? This is helpful if you have not yet applied for data access, but you want to know exactly which data files belong in a dataset. The EGA dataset webpage has a download section. If you have been granted access to the cohort and if you are logged in correctly, then you will see 2 options. Download metadata, which is the option that will give you information about cell lines and files. This same information is also searchable in the HipSci Cell Lines browser. The second option is Download Data Files. This is the button to click to start downloading the QC and characterization data files to your computer. We recommend users read EGA's Download Quick Guide to learn about the EGA download client. This is now the end of the video. If you have any questions or queries, please contact us at hipsci@ebi.ac.uk.